My name is Alana Punsak.
Sarah Gong.
Catherine Byrne, and I am a woman in business.
When I hear business student or Carlson student, the type of person that I usually imagine is a white male who's cutthroat and is very dedicated to doing all things business. Usually that comes with a suit and a briefcase. I typically do imagine the stereotypical person.
In Carlson, I am majoring in human resources and public and nonprofit management.
I'm studying accounting.
I am an entrepreneurial management major, and I am getting minors in marketing, product design, and leadership.
After college, I would like to start my own nonprofit. I really want to help the homeless community and the animal community. I am not really sure what I want to do yet. There's so many different paths and careers that I could look into.
I would love to work on a bunch of different projects, but most importantly, I want to create an aware music festival.
Go into forensic accounting, which a lot of people don't quite know what that means. Basically what it means is that I would investigate fraud in companies.
I feel that there is not only a huge gender gap in Carlson, but also in the workforce in general. I used to intern at XL Energy headquarters, and I was paid significantly less than a white guy, that I was qualified more in every aspect. I had to fight my way through to get a pay raise and to get compensated for when I was paid less. Not only is there a gender gap, there's a huge racial gap as well. It's predominantly white and male.
Actually, a lot of the time when I'll bring up a project idea in class or in a group, everyone won't acknowledge what I said, and a male student will say exactly the same thing I just said, and everybody thinks that they know what the answer is and that they're great at thinking of that idea, even though it was my idea.
Men will cut women off. There was one instance where a man was trying to interrupt me, and I said, "Excuse me, I'm talking." And within a couple of days, the entire school was calling me names. They called me the aggressor. They said that I was picking fights and that I was being rude. But when men do that, they get praised.
Personally, for myself, I am an entrepreneurial management major, and for example, in my class, Entrepreneurship in Action, out of 17 of us, there was only 4 female. And I believe that this is because maybe it's that individuals aren't as open to stepping into these roles or aren't as familiar with the fact that we all can do all majors.
Some obstacles that would prevent me from achieving this goal, I believe, are a little bit of my gender, but predominantly my race. I think that white women are treated much better than, honestly, I don't even think, I know that white women are treated way better than people of color in general. So while my gender might be a slight factor, I think my race is going to be more of a hindrance than anything.
Ultimately, if you convince yourself that you can do anything you want to do, I don't think that should stop you. And that's something that I have been striving to do in my life, is to realize that I can be anywhere I want to be, and also to not see barriers to where I'm going. For example, too, a lot of women I know will see a job application and they'll see all the criteria and they'll say, "Oh, well, I only fit 8 out of the 10 things it's looking for." And there's studies that show that men will fit like 4 out of the 10 and they'll still apply for the job and get it. So I think being a woman, it's important to be confident and to realize that you can still go where you want to go, and that it's ultimately up to you where that takes you.
Some advice I would give to other women in business is to not accept the status quo. When I was at Excel and negotiating a pay raise, the adult women on my team were saying, "That's just the way things are," but that's not the way that things have to be.
So something that I've been challenging myself to do is not say the word "just" anymore or undermine my ideas. I know that might make me more straightforward or strict looking, you know, when I say, "This is what I want to do and here it is." And that might be off-putting to some people, but I think that speaks more about our society than it does about us as women.
If you start these dialogues, then you have the power to change things. And if you don't say anything, you're not going to make any of that progress. That's going to make things easier and more equitable for you and others.
To go for whatever you want, to be confident, to be bold, to go after that job that you want or that position that you want. It doesn't matter if individuals are going to tell you that you can't do it, or it doesn't matter that individuals are going to hold you back, but instead to just keep pushing and keep going, because the only person that knows you and knows what's best for you is you, and you can absolutely succeed at anything that you set your mind to.